fuck? Welcome, everyone, to this week's episode of Watch and or Complain .biz.
Out?
No, not biz. What's the other one? .org. Watch and or Complain .biz org. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about the state of
Marvel's
Marvel's
television
state.
industry.
Also, how fucked is it that, like, like this whole Marvel, all this Marvel shit came out, like, phase 5 or 6 or 10 or whatever they're in. And the only thing that I'm not trying to be, fuck Marvel, fuck DC.
Well, that's what you do.
But I can't be the only one that's just, it feels repetitive. It feels like a lot of the same. The only thing that I'm legit excited for is those new Avengers movies. I think they will be fun because I really enjoyed the previous Avengers movies.
Now, we were going to cover
Avengers
all the
movies.
announcements from
Avengers.
DC's, DC.
Yes, DC's Avengers.
San Diego Comic-Con, Marvel did a reveal.
Guess what I'm going to...
Cosplay as?
End of August. Toronto Comic-Con.
Oh.
Excitement.
What are you going to dress up as a Star Wars character?
No, but I will be Princess Daisy. So
I want you to dress up
as Princess Daisy.
Sure. One Punch Man. Have you seen him?
Yeah, I can't look like that.
That would be great.
You could look like
just
that.
Go bald.
You could look like it.
Okay,
I'm going to
maybe
look.
once I lose weight.
I'm going to be.
You could do it.
Princess Daisy.
Seriously?
Be a good look. No,
I don't judge.
That's what it's funny. So I had that conversation with my sons. I can't remember how we got on this subject, but the boys were like, "Dad, who's your favorite princess?" I'm like, Princess Daisy, because she's got a great big ass, and I like big asses.
Do you ever see her ass anywhere?
Yeah, when she's in her yellow dress, you can see her.
That's
great.
not Daisy.
Yes, it is. Peach is the peach one. Rosalina is the dark brunette that showed up in Mario Odyssey, and the other one is fucking Daisy. I know my Mario princesses. I've watched a lot of videos that aren't supported by Nintendo.
The yellow one.
The yellow one is Daisy.
We're not doing a racist thing, right?
Jesus Christ.
No, Princess Daisy is the one from the Super Mario Land games on Game Boy.
Okay, I don't care. I just know she has great big ass.
Princess Daisy's in another castle.
I wouldn't mind burying my face in Princess Daisy, if you know what I'm saying.
Wow. Okay, so today we're covering Miss Marvel.
Yay.
And I get what you're saying. Marvel's television industry, what would you say? State of Marvel television is pretty bad.
You know what? And bad is a very kind of open term.
Okay.
So I searched for more like descriptive of exactly how I feel about it, and I found what it is when I was thinking about it.
Safe.
I find it stale.
Yeah.
It feels like it doesn't take any chances. The only chances, arguably, that it does take are the safe bet. We know for sure that we can celebrate diversity. Yeah. We know that that's a good thing, so let's do that.
Yeah.
We know for sure.
Well, that's a guaranteed thing because they're pushing it and everything.
We know
which is fine.
For sure that our teenagers can't have any real teenage emotions. They can't be horny. They can't be super angry for no reason.
It has to be High School Musical.
Exactly.
Okay,
it needs to be high school. It needs to be like Spider-Man. Peter Parker never got like a fucking mystery boner. And I like, granted, yes, that doesn't work in the world of Spider-Man, but it feels like there's no real. It feels like there's no real teenage emotions in Spider-Man. And same as with Miss Marvel, it feels like she's never angry for the right reasons.
Yeah, no, we were discussing. I don't know if it was you and me or my wife and I, because that blonde.
I look a lot like his wife.
That's
the hair.
That's why
and the beard.
So yeah, the tattoos.
It's the tattoos.
You should see her back. It's full on tattoos.
Really? Eh?
Well, not mostly. It's like it's.
But is it like crayon?
Blossoms.
Like drawn on?
Yeah, I do it.
It's Blossoms.
It's Blossoms. It's Blossom from. It's
It's Mayim Bialik.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna have to put Jeopardy across the top of it.
Oh my God, where are we going?
Have you watched her hosting Jeopardy versus Ken Jennings?
No.
I definitely prefer Ken Jennings, and that's nothing against Mayim Bialik. She's a wonderfully talented, incredibly smart woman, but she sounds way too much like a robot.
I think going the co-host method was too safe, and they should have picked someone.
I think Ken Jennings makes me laugh. He's got kind of a sarcastic side to him. Mayim Bialik she kind of sounds like and she sounds great. She's exactly what you'd want in the video game version of the show.
Or a teacher.
Yeah, because whenever someone gets a question right, she's like, "That's right," like that, and it sounds like it's the exact same. But it sounds like the exact same voice. And I know that sounds stupid to say, but that's
because at this point it's all AI driven, and so they just cut to it, and they're just like,
That's exactly
right.
what it feels like. The inflection is the exact same. It feels like they're just replaying the same thing. But Ken Jennings has like sarcastic comments all the time.
It's like playing the video game. They just go to the random
We have
thing.
the video game of Jeopardy, and it's neither Mayim Bialik or Ken Jennings. It's bullshit.
Those have gone downhill. Like, I loved playing Wheel of Fortune or Jeopardy or whatever on like Game Boy or Super Nintendo or whatever. But now if you get them on like iOS or Xbox even, they're just
Excuse
shit. Like Family Feud. Like, they're just shit because like you could get what you need to do now. Do you remember 1 versus 100?
Nope.
So Xbox did this live game show where it was called 1 versus 100, and you would have one.
Sounds like some of the pornography I watch, if you know what I'm saying.
You would have one person answering questions.
100 questions.
Just go check it out, people.
I won't, but we were talking about Miss Marvel.
Like Phil went on a crazy tangent and just didn't want to continue anymore.
So with Miss Marvel, I'm not going to shit on it because it's not bad. It's just way too safe and stale. It was enjoyable.
The first 2 episodes made my brain. See, it's happening.
My bling bling.
My brain bleed because it was just High School Musical.
Yeah. Those first, and I think the first 2 shows I texted you and I was like, I'm not going to enjoy any of this. It definitely improves.
I almost stopped.
Yeah.
I almost told you don't bother, and just like we'll do something else. We'll do the Marvel. We'll talk about that. But after episode 2, I think
the end of episode 2 is where I was like, oh, okay.
It goes somewhere and it gets more interesting and more exciting. It's still safe. It's still safe for Marvel, and that's saying a lot.
I will say that my favorite parts of the show were the non-Marvel parts, like the her kind of time traveling, whatever you want to call it, back to seeing her great grandmother on the train, leaving Pakistan and stuff like that. I thought that was great.
You don't see that often because it's okay. Getting into different races' history is new for North America.
Yep.
It's like we have Black history that we know somewhat of, but sorry, it's the NOS. Ooh. But how many things go
Smells
into
like bacon.
The history of like the Indian culture?
Yep.
Like what was it called? The divide that they were talking about.
I know it had to do when either Britain came over or it was
Britain was leaving.
It was like after the end of the World War or something like that. I can't remember. I wish I knew more.
Like this great divide or something where they had to choose a side.
Yep.
And so India split, and there was Pakistan and the rest of India or something like that. And then people had to go, where am I going?
Yep. And almost like overnight.
And there was a war, and they were unsafe, so you had to choose one or the other based off of your circumstances, and it might not be your choice. So, but that's interesting because we don't see that.
Seeing all that was really interesting, but as soon as it was like, pew, pew, I got, pew, pew, I'm like, fuck this. This is boring.
Wouldn't it be cool if they did this kind of approach where it was like, I am a superhero, or I have a power where I could go in time traveling.
Isn't that Multiverse America Jones?
No, she does different like parallel universes.
Oh, right, multiverses. Right.
Yeah, she's going to be a huge thing in the coming multiverse war or
I
whatever.
saw a picture of her, and I was like,
America. I want to say Fiera, but that's someone else, isn't it?
I think that's a porn star, America Ferrera, isn't it?
I don't know.
I don't know. America something. Who cares?
Sanchez.
But
Sanchez?
I saw a picture of her, and I'm like, is that Miss Marvel? They're so.
No.
But they're so.
She does the Jean look, doesn't she?
But they're so generic, I guess. And what was great,
but you have to remember that these are based off of comics that were made in like what the 70s and 80s, and it was still
very
like
generic.
It wasn't. How do you branch out in white culture?
I don't know. I just
it's just all white.
That's so far as my problem with Miss Marvel.
I'm sure
it's
when
just too
she
generic.
first came on the scene in
Also,
comics, was she Latino? Probably not. I don't know.
I feel like I'm sure she was, but I feel like the girl playing, and she's a wonderful actress, but she looks like she's 11 years old to me. She looks extremely young. So I have a hard time taking anything
that's the point,
she says.
though.
But I have a hard time taking anything where it's very emotionally, like there's a lot of emotional depth to it. I have a hard time taking any of that seriously because I feel like she's 11 years old. That'll be like my son coming up to going, my heart is broken. I'm like, dude, you're fucking 13. Calm down.
An okay to good actor.
I thought she does well.
I don't think she's like amazing.
No, but she does well.
Mm-hmm.
But I just, it's very stale. It's very safe. It's very bland. And it feels just very Marvel. And, I was very happy.
When it was over?
I was very happy up until the last 10 seconds of the last show. I was like, we went this whole fucking show without seeing
warned you.
That obnoxious bitch, Brie Larson, who is a scourge on humanity. And then she shows up just to go, duh.
What
and
happened?
Then it's done.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn it, you couldn't leave that
They had
bitch
to
out
set
of the entire
up the
thing.
Marvels.
I hate Brie Larson.
You're gonna love the Marvels, aren't you?
I can't stand that
it's
woman.
The three of them, isn't it? It's Miss Marvel, it's Captain Marvel.
I'm not going to watch it if it's got Miss Captain Marvel in it.
And it's what's her face, Rambeau.
Marvelicious.
Yeah, Marvelicious Rambeau.
Yeah, Marvelicious Rambo, the bitch Brie, and the woman named after cheese, and Miss Marvel. Yeah, Alison Brie is Alison Brie. Fuck, she's beautiful.
Yeah.
Brie Larson. Absolutely horrible human being. So I don't support anything that she's in.
When that comes up, are you going to watch it for the show?
I'll watch it. I'll read Wikipedia. I'll be like, of course I watched the show.
You got to watch it.
We
watch every Marvel
Brie
thing.
Larson.
We have to.
But that's like, I will not watch. I absolutely refuse to watch Adam Sandler. I will not watch Adam Sandler.
Well, he's not in the Marvel universe, so that's fine.
Give him time.
Keanu Reeves is coming.
Give him time. He'll fucking sleaze his way into the Marvel universe.
I asked you before, but any ideas what Keanu Reeves is going to do in the Marvel universe?
I don't care. I'll watch it anyway.
You know what he could end up being? Like in Thor, this recent Thor Love and Thunder, they had a bunch of known actors in that scene.
Mm-hmm.
Who was it?
Liam
Neeson?
Sean Connery?
Or was it the guy from...
it was playing Odin? No, that was Sam Neill.
Sam Neill, that's right. Sorry. Sam Neill.
You say you're a Jurassic Park fucking devotee.
I keep telling you, and you know this, my brain cannot bring up these names.
Have face blindness.
It's weird. It's weird. I see the faces.
I see everyone as a Jawa.
I see the faces in my head. I can't remember the names. I know they're in there.
See, that's what
so
I'm
you'll
like,
say Sam Neill. I'm like, I know that information.
Like with pornography. Like they'll show me a porn actress's face. I'll be like, no. Then she takes her top off, and I'm like, know who that is.
You could tell them by the boobs.
By the boobs.
Oh, I wish I could bring up
and the
one.
men by the penises.
Every guy
peni.
Who, I guess most guys watch porn, right? Every guy has their favorite actresses.
Yeah, favorite actresses and arguably actors. There are actors that I would like, I like watching this guy.
Who
He's
they
fun.
like seeing, not seeing, but I guess it depends if you're into that. Yeah. I like seeing... No, I'm not going to go in.
I'm just going to let this continue.
You're just leaving that and going. Anyway,
letting it hang out there.
All these preteens that are watching our show just for Miss Marvel and getting this. That's great.
Talking about pornography.
Oh,
and then their parents come walking. Who are these pigs?
Why are they talking about you porn? Oh. I like bringing up YouPorn, and I never watch YouPorn.
I forget. There's so many. There were so many.
It's Pornhub. Pornhub is the number one.
But there was RedTube.
Yeah.
There
Probably
was
still there.
YouPorn.
Mm-hmm.
There were so many, man. And there are probably so many.
But before all that, it was harder to get anything. You had to look for the right sites. You couldn't get it on YouTube.
The effort that we had to go through, children watching this, for pornography.
Torrents were great when they first came about. But you could get it on Napster, I guess.
I don't think I ever got porno on Napster. I think I used Napster. I think I would use DNC transfers on IRC. I would use that for a lot of porno. But no, Napster I'd completely used for I mean, I would have if I had done stuff like that illegally. I used for music and movies.
I just like bringing up Napster so we get the street cred. Street cred.
You just want Lars Ulrich to come here and be like, I don't like that you're bringing up Napster. I like that. So I saw on Reddit, they were talking about Metallica to the Lollapalooza, and of course playing Master Puppet's great. And look, I'm not going to... Master Puppet's fantastic song. They're definitely their best album. And it's great that a lot of newer people who may not know a lot about Metallica are hearing Master Puppets and they're like, holy shit, this is a great song. But somebody actually said, like, Lars Ulrich is such a good drummer. And for any drummers out there who know, you know, like, holy moly, of all the metal drummers that have ever been out there, Lars Ulrich is so painfully bad. His timing, like, metronomes will try to commit suicide if they're trying to keep up with his time. It is all over the place. And so this guy said, Lars Ulrich, great drummer. And I was like, dude, I have seen fucking advanced Parkinson's patients that have better fucking time keeping time on a drum set than Lars Ulrich.
You have to wonder how that's like being a band member of that.
I've seen they did some show at the Big Four when they did in Sofia, Bulgaria, where it was a Big Four. It was Slayer, Megadeth, Anthrax, and Metallica. And they played like From the Beltos or something. And then like James Hetfield literally looks over at Lars Ulrich and goes, everybody heard that, right? You know, complete with all the fuck ups like that and go back to it. Like I don't think Lars Ulrich even cares anymore how bad he is. He just like, look, I'm just going through the fucking motions.
Drugs are good.
I know the music where I know where the snare hits fall. I know where the fucking cymbals fall. I know where the bass kicks
it's
fall.
like the back of your hand at that point, right?
Right? So I don't need to keep time. I know how the song goes. But it's so hard to listen to because he's so fucking bad.
What's I know we're way off topic, but what's your favorite concert you ever been to?
Oh man, that's a hard one because I've been to a lot. I think my favorite that I've ever been to that I had a ball at was fucking AC/DC. I went and saw AC/DC on the Ball Breaker tour. I fucking loved it. I had so much fun.
I did security for them in Ottawa in the Canadian Tire Center.
Oh, nice.
And it was with the... hopefully this is the right band, but it was with the train crashing through the set.
Yeah, that's the Rock and Roll Train tour. Yeah,
so that's
Black Ice, the Black Ice
that's
tour.
The one I did I guess recently, but it was like what, 13 years ago.
AC/DC was great. Another great band to see live. I saw Soundgarden before they broke up, which was fucking great. I've seen Ozzy 2 or 3 times. I've seen Megadeth 2 or 3 times. Megadeth was fucking awesome. Saw Sepultura, which was on the Roots tour, which was fucking great.
Sepultura.
I've
never heard of them.
Yeah, they're Brazilian, I believe. But yeah, so I've seen. But yeah, I think my favorite one where we were just all rocking the fuck out was AC/DC. It was a lot of fun.
My favorite was Linkin Park. I love Linkin Park.
I will say, Korn opened for Megadeth on the Reckoning Day tour.
Korn's good.
And the Euthanasia tour. And you know what? I remember watching it going, this is interesting fucking music. Also, David Silveira, the drummer, I thought he was a great drummer. But I watched that and I was like, this is pretty good. So I went and bought that first Korn album. Those first 2 Korn albums are fucking amazing, man. And this new Korn, it's funny because they were angry teenagers, just like we were, or not even teenagers, but angry young men. Just like all of us are angry young men, but I'm 45 now, so I'm too old to
You're
be
not
an
allowed
angry
to be
young
an
man.
angry young man anymore. No,
And
I don't mean you. Anyone.
You listen to Korn's music, and they're still like trying to get that fucking angry young man. I'm like, guys, just don't do this anymore.
This is how much
You need to grow.
This is how much we enjoyed Miss Marvel.
Yeah, you know what? You can. It's totally cool to like Miss Marvel. There's nothing wrong with it. It's
You're just
if
left
it's your
going,
type of show, it's your type of show.
eh.
But for me, it wasn't for me.
It's okay. It's all right to watch. It was interesting at points.
But maybe maybe some newer people into Marvel will really like it. And again,
Yeah, it's made the demographic is obviously like teen, preteen.
but don't let anybody, if you like Miss Marvel,
Yeah,
don't let anyone tell you that show fucking sucks. Don't let anyone tell you that. You like what you like. That is totally fucking cool. Everybody needs to like what they like because that's what the world is made of. Different fucking opinions.
there's always a specific demographic they're looking at, but they want everyone.
Right.
So
but if you like
anyone
it,
can enjoy it.
there's nothing wrong with liking it. You fucking
And
like it
I'll-
and celebrate the
I'll
fact
say
that you like it.
I like it, but it's forgettable to me.
I didn't like it. I was bored through the majority of it. And I couldn't get really connected to any of the characters. The only character I really got connected to that I really when she went through tough stuff, I went through tough stuff was the mom. The mom I thought did a great job because we've all parents, we've all been through, regardless of the age of our kids, we've all been through one time where our kids we didn't see eye to eye with each other and we got into an argument and we felt bad after the argument. We've all done that
all the time.
and so I felt that, but I'm too old now to get what young people are doing or talking about. And this movie was great for young kids. I'm talking, you're not even paying attention.
Sorry, I was turning off my sound on my iPad. The one you didn't buy, but you bought your kid a new one. Fucker.
My kid is my life, so he deserved it. We got him a purple one.
This is the purple one.
Yeah, but it's gonna have all your dirty fingerprints all over
I'm
it.
just playing. I'm just having fun.
We have fun here. But the point is, I did not enjoy Miss Marvel, but you might, and that's great.
Out of 10.
5.
Really?
Yeah.
I give it a 6. Because it's like if they had a season 2, I'd
Also-
painfully watch it.
Another thing
But
that I'm always going to say it because it's always how strongly I feel about it. I don't get racism because when you look at how comfortable these clothes look when they go back to India and Pakistan, how comfortable those clothes look and how
Beautiful.
fucking gorgeous those women are. I can't wrap my head around why you would look at these gorgeous fucking men and women and be like, I don't want anything to do with them
Yeah,
because they're a different
racism.
color than me.
yeah.
It confuses me to know, and because they're fucking gorgeous.
I see it as
And the fucking food?
It's all insecurity. Not them. It's the
you
people
look
who
at-
are thinking that way. You know?
look at the fucking food, and
Yeah.
you look at the clothes, and you look at the people, and I'm like,
I want what was in
wanna-
that bag.
Yeah, I want to be fucking part of
I
this.
want to eat out of a bag.
Eat this bag. But
told- I-
racism is wrong.
I told you when I come over, you don't feed me the feed bag.
Start hanging it around your neck. That's what we give them when we record between different shows.
Oats and an apple. All right. Watch and complain.
Watch and or complain.biz.
Subscribe to us. Go to our Reddit.
Smash that like button.
Let's push that because no one's watching right now.
Let's go on Twitch. You're going to see us live on Twitch.
We're looking into
Whip
it.
my dick out.
No.
What if I want to? It's my fucking basement.
No, you put it on your own account. OnlyFans.
How fucking
Robble,
tired?
robble.
How tired are you of seeing her OnlyFans is free and it's great? Every fucking other post on Instagram is her OnlyFans is free. Like, I don't fucking care.
I won't say whom, but I had someone
Your
I
wife?
know. No.
His wife.
Was on OnlyFans, and I enjoyed it.
But
I didn't care.
I guess
It's
I
fine.
don't.
I mean, like, not fine, but
I don't get OnlyFans. I guess because I don't need to have.
Hello, preteeners.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So you know what? Let's end it there. OnlyFans is not for
I
me
don't get OnlyFans. The end.
because I can't afford OnlyFans.
So if you're still watching, make sure you go to our Watch and
They're not.
Complain on Reddit and check us out.
Yeah, make fun of us.
put replies in the posts and say
Don't.
what you liked and what you didn't like. Usually it's you like me and you
Don't like any
don't
of
like
it.
him.
Remind Phil that he looks like a goddamn Smurf with a mongoloid head.
This shirt is too thin. It shows my nipples, and it's also made for a stockier, like a thick, stocky dude. And
Fat.
I'm tall, fat.
I'm tall fat, not thick, stocky fat.
Yeah,
I went to
it's
Hot Topic.
this made for
So,
George Costanza.
I'm so hip and down with what the kids do nowadays that I went to Hot Topic because I wanted some band shirts. So I'm looking at these shirts and I find a nice Black Sabbath shirt that I want, and I'm like, I could probably do an extra large. And so I put it on, and this thing was like suction. Dude, you could see my fucking follicles on my hair. I'm like, all right, take this off.
Oh, you want to show off the abs, right?
And then I put on the 2X, and I'm like, yeah, this will work. I'm like, am I that fat that I'm fucking 2X now? But I'm a
Those
2X.
must be small shirts because you're not a 2A.
I'm a 2X at Hot Topic, but I'm a fucking medium at like Old Navy. How much sense does that make?
I think it's the individual shirts there are made by different places. So if you go to a different band's shirt, I
Maybe it's
bet
because they're expecting the only people buying these are like 18-year-old kids and not some fat fucking 45-year-old.
yeah, Hot Topic is a lot of reselling. Like you wouldn't see
Oh.
it. But that's basically their shirts. It's
And
not
I
all
felt
the same shirt company.
So bad. So we're in there. It's me and Leslie because Karen and the kids were gone for the weekend. And one of the things, and this is something you young people will understand, but you won't appreciate it till you get older. So I sound like one of your parents. Seeing guys hit on girls, it takes me back so much because I haven't had to hit on a girl in 500
For
years.
so long, yeah.
And I remember how embarrassing it is that you're trying your best, and this girl was being as nice as she could to this guy, but she didn't have any
She a
interest in it.
cashier?
She was at like the girls that roam the store asking if you have your stuff.
I just feel like that's really uncool if you're like slightly flirting, sure. But if you're hitting on a girl that can't escape because she's working,
and that's what this guy was doing. And she was being as nice as she possibly could to this
do
guy.
that, people.
But it reminded me of like like men are so not pathetic is the wrong word, but we're kind of stupid, especially when we're trying
Especially
to
then, yeah.
to court a new
courting,
woman.
you go to a low because you're just lost.
And you can't stop. So you can be like, okay, this girl's not interested, but maybe if I like tell her how into Hero Academia
yeah.
I am, and they're like, oh really? Oh, that's great. Well, bye. And then you follow around. Yeah, my favorite character is like, I was just like, oh my god, this fucking guy. And I remember and I don't care who hears me. I'm one of those obnoxious people. And I was like, guys are so fucking stupid. I said to the cashier girl, and I was like, dude, I was just as bad. So I'm not saying anything's wrong with the guy because I was just as fucking bad. But kudos to you women for acting interested. I said, because you have no idea what that means to a guy that's trying his hardest,
That's
knows
true.
he's failing.
That's true.
And it's so kind of you women to feign that interest. The women that don't,
My
that
wife still does that.
right? The women that
That's a
don't,
good way.
that shoot you down immediately, it really crushes you on the inside.
does.
But the women that feign the interest, like God love the women that feign interest because it's so kind of them.
I will go on a tangent about whatever, like if your VR unit or something, and she'll be like, and it'll be just like if she was talking to me about clothes that she wants to buy, and it's just like,
Okay.
and it's just, but there's times where she's like, yeah, and I'm like, I know she's not interested. I'm gonna keep talking, and she's like, I know he
You're
knows
married, you
that
can't
I'm
get
not
away.
interested, but I'll let him keep talking, and that's marriage.
Yep. It's great, everyone. So we all recommend that you do it.
Miss Marple.
Don't get married to Miss Marvel. She's way too young. Also, she has superpowers? No, she has a bracelet that gives her superpowers.
Oh, can I get
Maybe.
Oh, if you're still here, I'm going to get into this. I hated the fact that they changed what happened from the comic book,
I don't know.
like how she got her powers and everything.
Don't know
It
what.
wasn't a bracelet, as far as I know. I don't know much in general, It wasn't a fucking bracelet. It was Targenesis or something.
What the fuck is Targenesis?
She went to a Comic-Con thing for Avengers, which happened in the show, but it was some dinky, stupid high school one in the show. In the comic book, it was like this Avengers celebration.
That's kind of what it was in the show. It was Avengers Con.
Yes, but this was massive. This was like a huge scale, let's say
5 football fields type of thing.
Let's say like the exhibition in Toronto.
All right.
Like whatever they call it there. Was it
Comic-Con?
Or that even like.
Fan
but it was
Expo.
all about Avengers and celebrating them because they saved the world and stuff like that. Then this Targenesis thing happened where it's like a bunch of this like energy goo or something goes all over the place, and there's more to it, but I don't know it.
Someone Targenesis.
And she comes into contact with it, and that's where she gets powers.
Because you're going to show a bunch of fucking teenagers some guy that fucking ejaculates and blows his Targenesis everywhere, and Miss Marvel starts to get all gooey in it.
The problem is
that's perverted.
The problem is Targenesis kind of like
You keep on saying Targenesis like I'm going to possibly know what the fuck it means.
I'm probably like saying it wrong too, but
Targenesis.
but it goes into mutant territory, and they're not there yet in the movie.
That was kind of cool. The little music stinger at the end of that. That was kind of neat.
Yes. So go look at the comic book. Go look at it. Don't read it.
I won't.
And you'll see it's different. You can even go to the video game that they made about it with Miss Marvel in it.
All right. Yeah, that video game. I believe it's...
I think it's the most recent
BioShock.
Marvel game that they made that did really
It's that
well.
Stray game with the cat.
Poor. Did you see that?
I want to buy it. I want to get it.
A lot of people like it, but anyway. This is when we start our video game podcast. Where Rob always plays Age of Empires or whatever it's called.
Fucking I'll play BioShock. I just finished Dead Space 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
That's right. So follow us on watchandorcomplain.com.
They ended this show like 6 times.
Bye.
Built off like a robot.
Sign off.